Antarctica, a continent of ice and silence, a place of breathtaking beauty. But this frozen giant is awakening. Its icy grip is loosening. For centuries, vast shelves of ice have guarded this land. Now they are crumbling before our eyes. The edges of these shelves are breaking away. Giant icebergs, some larger than cities, drift into the Southern Ocean. This is not a slow, gradual process. This is a dramatic transformation driven by the changing climate. The culprit is hidden in plain sight, our changing atmosphere. Greenhouse gases, released by human activities, trap heat around the Earth. This warming is most pronounced at the poles. In Antarctica, the warming air melts the ice from above, but the real danger lurks beneath the surface. Warmer ocean currents eat away at the ice shelves from below. This relentless assault, both above and below, weakens the ice shelves, making them vulnerable to collapse. The rate of melting is accelerating. Scientists have recorded a dramatic increase in ice loss in recent decades. Some of Antarctica's largest glaciers are losing billions of tons of ice each year. The consequences of this melting are far-reaching. The melting ice contributes to rising sea levels. This threatens coastal communities around the world. The influx of fresh water into the ocean disrupts ocean currents and marine ecosystems. The delicate balance of our planet is being disrupted. The impact of a melting Antarctica is not confined to the South Pole. This is a global crisis. Rising sea levels will displace millions of people. Coastal cities will face increased flooding and erosion. Island nations could vanish beneath the waves. Weather patterns will shift. Storms will become more intense. Droughts and heat waves will become more frequent. The delicate balance of our planet's climate is being disrupted, with potentially catastrophic consequences for humanity. Section 5, a warning written in ice. Antarctica is a frozen canary in the coal mine. This remote, icy continent holds crucial clues about the health of our planet. Its vast ice sheets and glaciers are not just beautiful, they are vital indicators of the Earth's climate. Its melting ice is a stark warning of the dangers of climate change. As temperatures rise, the ice melts at an alarming rate, contributing to rising sea levels and altering global weather patterns. The consequences are far-reaching and affect every corner of the globe. The time for debate is over. The scientific evidence is clear and overwhelming. We can no longer afford to ignore the signs. The clock is ticking and the window for meaningful action is closing rapidly. The time for action is now. People around the world are raising their voices, demanding change. From planting trees to advocating for policy reforms, every action counts. We must come together as a global community to address this crisis. We must act decisively to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. Industrial activities and fossil fuel consumption are major contributors to global warming. By cutting down on these emissions, we can slow the pace of climate change and mitigate its impacts. We must transition to clean, renewable energy sources. Solar, wind and geothermal energy offer sustainable alternatives to fossil fuels. Investing in these technologies not only helps the environment, but also creates jobs and boosts the economy. We must invest in sustainable practices. Agriculture, waste management, and other sectors need to adopt eco-friendly methods. Sustainable farming techniques, efficient recycling systems, and reduced waste can significantly lower our carbon footprint. We must protect our forests and oceans, which absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. These natural carbon sinks play a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. Deforestation and ocean pollution threaten their ability to function effectively. The future of our planet and the well-being of generations to come depends on it. Our actions today will determine the world our children and grandchildren inherit. By making conscious choices and advocating for change, we can ensure a sustainable and thriving future for all. Section 6. The delicate balance of life. Antarctica is a land of extremes, yet it is teeming with life. This frozen desert, with its harsh winds and frigid temperatures, might seem inhospitable at first glance. However, beneath the icy surface lies a vibrant ecosystem that has adapted to survive in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. Penguins, seals, Whales and countless other species depend on the icy continent for their survival. These animals have evolved over millennia to thrive in the cold, relying on the ice for breeding grounds, hunting territories, and protection from predators. The penguins huddle together for warmth, seals bask on the ice floes, and whales navigate the icy waters in search of food. The melting ice threatens their habitat and their food sources. As global temperatures rise, the ice that these creatures depend on is disappearing at an alarming rate. This not only affects the animals directly, but also has a ripple effect throughout the entire ecosystem. The loss of ice means the loss of breeding grounds for penguins and seals, and the reduction of hunting areas for whales. The delicate balance of this unique ecosystem is under threat. The intricate web of life that has developed over centuries is now facing unprecedented challenges. Each species plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of the ecosystem, and the loss of even one can have far-reaching consequences. As the ice melts, it disrupts the food chain, from the tiniest krill to the largest whales. Krill, the small crustaceans that form the foundation of the Antarctic food web, are particularly vulnerable. They rely on the ice for shelter and feeding, and their decline affects every species that depends on them, including fish, seals, and whales. The loss of biodiversity in this region would be a tragedy. The Antarctic is not just a remote and icy wilderness, it is a vital part of our planet's health. The species that inhabit this region are indicators of the broader impacts of climate change. Protecting this delicate balance is not just about saving individual species, but about preserving the intricate and interconnected web of life that sustains our world. Section 7. Echoes in a warming world. In this chapter, we delve into the profound changes happening in one of the most remote and pristine places on Earth, Antarctica. The melting of Antarctica's ice shelves is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet. These ice shelves, which have existed for millennia, are now rapidly disappearing due to rising global temperatures. This melting is not just a local phenomenon, it has far-reaching implications for the entire world. What happens in one part of the world has consequences for all of us. The melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, which can lead to coastal flooding and erosion in distant countries. It can disrupt weather patterns, affecting agriculture and water supplies globally. The warming climate is a global threat that requires a global response. The impacts of climate change are not confined by borders, they are felt worldwide. From more intense hurricanes and wildfires to prolonged droughts and heat waves, every corner of the globe is experiencing the effects. We must come together as a global community to address this challenge. It is not enough for individual countries to act alone. We need a coordinated effort that involves governments, businesses, and individuals from every nation. We must share knowledge, resources, and technology. Scientists and researchers from around the world are already working together to understand the complexities of climate change and to develop innovative solutions. International conferences and collaborations are crucial for sharing insights and strategies. We must work together to reduce our impact on the planet and create a sustainable future for all. This means investing in renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, promoting energy efficiency and supporting conservation efforts. It also means making changes in our daily lives, such as reducing waste, recycling, and supporting sustainable practices. Education and awareness are key. By educating the next generation about the importance of protecting our planet, we can inspire them to take action and become stewards of the environment. Together, we can make a difference and ensure that the echoes in a warming world lead to positive change. Section 8. Our legacy, our responsibility. The Earth is not ours to plunder, it is a precious gift that we must cherish and protect. The decisions we make today will determine the fate of our planet for generations to come. We must act responsibly and with foresight. We must leave a legacy of stewardship, not destruction. We must teach our children the importance of environmental responsibility. We must work together to create a world where humanity and nature can thrive in harmony. Section 9. A time for action. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. We must demand action from our leaders. We must hold them accountable for their environmental policies. We must make our voices heard. We must support organizations working to combat climate change. We must make sustainable choices in our own lives. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. Together, we can create a wave of change that cannot be ignored. Section 10. Safeguarding our future. The future of our planet hangs in the balance. The melting ice of Antarctica is a stark reminder of the urgency of the climate crisis. But it is not too late to act. We can still avert the worst consequences of climate change. We can still safeguard our planet for future generations. The choice is ours. Let us choose wisely. Let us choose action. Let us choose hope. Let us choose to protect our planet, our home,